Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and Sip is Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to be of support and service to you. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, if you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, look no further. Here I am. You can send me a direct message on Instagram and Facebook, and we will set up some time to talk. If you are interested in group spiritual life coaching, I will be having my second cohort starting in June. So stay tuned for more information about that. The group is limited to 8 people. We're in our first cohort right now, and we are having an amazing, transformative experience. So thank you all for being with me today. Let me check in. Good day, everyone on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. We are streaming on New Thought Media Network. So I say that, and sometimes it doesn't stream the way it needs to stream on New Thought Media Network. So the best way to follow me is on YouTube at I am Rev Melissa, or my Facebook page at I am Rev Melissa. All right, so let's get into it because today we are wrapping up our pivot series. We're wrapping up our pivot series, and I've been asking this question all week. What pivots have you made or are making in the way of being with yourself? What pivots have you made or are making in your way of being with yourself? Have you pivoted in the way that you are with yourself, the way you treat yourself, think about yourself, talk about yourself, do things with yourself? Has it shifted? Have you made any pivots in the way in which you relate to yourself? In a more kinder, gentler way is one of the ways that I have pivoted in my relationship with myself, because I used to be very, very critical of myself. And when I find myself in that critical space, I am aware of it and I make a pivot to be kind and to be gentle with myself. So, just to remind everybody of the definition, Lorna, it's good to see you, is pivot means to modify while retaining some continuity with its previous version. And then we talked about the spiritual pivot, which is an essential turning point where one turns away from outer help and towards the power of one's inner wisdom. This is so important. All of the answers to our questions lie within us, lie within us. So we go within first, right? And the origins of the word pivot comes from hinge and hang. And I love that, because what are you hinging on? What are you hinging your life on, right? What are you hinging your life on? The essential turning point, when we talk about pivots being a turning point from the outer to the inner, right? That is the point of pivoting. The pivot place is within you. We oftentimes only consider pivoting as an external direction, as an external um strategy, if you will, in our business, in our relationships, and those types of things. But the pivot The essential pivot is within you. It is within you, Brian. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I shared also this wonderful quote that I really love because it absolutely captures perfectly the spiritual essence of pivoting. And that is this: a pivot is a change in strategy without a change in vision. And that is by Eric Rise. A pivot is a change in strategy without a change in vision. So the strategies may change, but the vision remains the same. The vision, your reason for being here now, stays the same. And so, what is your vision for your life is a core question that we can ask ourselves. And what answers come up for you, Ron? What is your vision for your life? And so, some of us have forgotten, right? And so, the journey may be a journey of remembering, of reclaiming, of realigning, of rediscovering, right? Of reaffirming that this is my purpose for being. And so, I'm clear that my vision, my purpose is to spread joy in the world. I am so clear about that. And when I reflect back on my life, I can see little sparks of that. All the different jobs that I've had. I used to be an executive in doing human resources and nonprofit social service agencies. And I can see how my infusion of joy was present, right? And that's what I loved. I loved connecting with the employees. I loved hearing about their journeys. I loved hearing about the challenges that they were having at work, right? And supporting them and seeing it from a higher perspective. Supporting them to see that their fingerprints is on the stuff. It's not just their managers and their supervisors, right? To help them shift from being the victim that something was happening to them, that someone was out to get them, right? So that they could start making those inner pivots themselves. I love that was like the most favorite aspects of my job. And I have to say, my some of my supervisors didn't think that was my job to do. But I was clear about my vision. I was clear that my vision did not include making people feel like they were less than. No, that is not my vision. That is not my purpose for being here. Being critical or doing somebody else's job, having conversations for someone else that they need to be having with their employee. I digress, but you get my point. So, my vision is to spread joy in the world and support people in connecting to their yes. The strategy may change. I'm no longer an employee at a nonprofit. I do HR consulting now, and I get to do the aspects of human resources that I love to do. Infuse the joy in workspaces. Love that. Love that. Doing morning sip with Rev Melissa. Love that. It is another strategy that I get to use to spread joy in the world. So this is just an example, right? I am not the exception. All of us have a vision for our lives. All of us, each and every one of us, are here on purpose, are here on divine assignment. All of us are here because we said yes, and we get to say yes again and again and again. So, I was listening to an interview last night by Mark Nepo on the podcast Icons. And Mark Nepo, he was just throwing out gems. I love Mark Nepo. One of my favorite books of his is The Book of Awakening. And that book probably put him on the global map. Um, because he shared yesterday that he wrote that book 10 years before it was discovered by Oprah and put him on the map. So he was talking about, he was being interviewed, or the conversation was a lot to do with our purpose, our reason for being here, how we get to be in the world. And one of the things that he said about purpose is, he said our purpose is to be as alive as possible and as giving as possible. Our purpose is to be as alive as possible and as giving as possible. He said, our job is to hold nothing back. Hold nothing back. Because we know that life itself is not linear, right? It is not linear. It is wiggly. Life is not linear. It is wiggly. It is wiggly. And so we get to wiggle with it, right? By pivoting by going within and accessing our own inner wisdom. That is the indwelling spirit that knows all there is to know about each and every one of us. And you get to know it too for yourself. So this is the journey, right? And what we get to support ourselves for as we go through this journey, as we wiggle as we wiggle along in this thing called life, is our quality, right? Each of us chose a quality that we have made a commitment to embodying, expressing, and expanding this year for ourselves. And mine are soaring, surrendering, structure, and consistency. Those are the qualities that I am embodying more fully for 2024. And many of you, if not all of you who are watching this right now, have also shared a quality with me that I have captured. I have captured on this paper that I send energy and light to every day, that this is the truth of who you are, of who we are. So I say yesterday, we're going to do a roll call. We're going to do a roll call because I have a sneaky suspicion that some of you may have forgotten the commitment that you made in January to embody, to express, to experience your quality more fully, right? And we get to use our quality to turn within. We get to use our quality for our pivots. Yes, you selected that quality for a reason. It wasn't by happenstance, it was on purpose for your purpose. It was on purpose for your purpose. So let me check comments and then we're going to get into the roll call. And if you have not selected a quality, you can do so now. It's not too late. It's not too late. I see you, Fee King. Steadfast, steadfast, steadfast. No matter what, Fee is steadfast. Lorna, my vision is destiny building, helping others accomplish their dream. Yes, yes, yes. Being very clear. And I love that vision, right? It is clear. Now, the strategies may shift and change and evolve, right? But the vision is clear. And that's how you know if you have landed on your vision. Ding, 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 ding. It's not about the doing. It's not about the doing. It is about the beingness. It is about the beingness. I am being joy. Lorna is being destiny. Being destiny. Supporting people in accomplishing their dreams. I am being joy by supporting people and connecting to their yes. This is the vision. The strategies are a multitude, right? Are a multitude. All right, let's get into our roll call. I think we need a drum roll because it's been a minute since I've done a roll call. So let's get. All right, here we go. And when I say your name and your quality, affirm it. Say, I am, and affirm your quality and say it like you mean it because the feeling tone is the most important thing. It's not the words alone, it is also the feeling. Do you really truly know that this is the truth of who you are? So, Seku, abundance and laughter. Fee, steadfast. Linda, emerging radiant joy. Shay, infinite sacred love, acceptance, and harmony. Bonnie, love, peace, confidence, and prosperity. Laura, acceptance. Pamela, bliss. Erica, love. America, love and harmony. Stacy, clarity. Deb, peace, compassion, and surrender. Chris, peace. Susie, transformation. Sue, authenticity. Caroline, hope, joy, and patience. Cheryl, peacefulness. Jan, gratitude. Onay, harmony, courage, wisdom, and grace. Wayne, strength. Ronald, peace, blessings, and abundance. Mommy, love and peace. Nan, connection and creativity. Donna, self worth. Kristen, power. Roxanne, faith and authenticity. Lava, fulfillment. Patty, patience and gratitude. Levi, compassion. Rosalind, genuine and hopeful. Melissa R, perseverance, trust, and courage. And me, surrender, structure, soaring, and consistency. And my theme for 2024, because remember, we took our quality and we made it into a theme. If it was a title of a movie, what would it be? And my title for my movie for 2024 is I Soar in 2024. And I affirm that every single day. Every single day, I take it in, right? I take it in, I eat it up. I take it in and then I write it out. The power of writing with your hand is so powerful. It's so powerful. So I write, I am soaring, and I write it. I'm writing it 6 times now. I write it 6 times in the morning and in the evening. And then I use my imagination. I use my imagination about soaring and surrendering, about structure. I create a story about it and I take it into my consciousness so that it can be embedded into my subconscious mind, which is the creative power. It is the creative power. And so this is how we get to use our quality. And this is how we get to use our quality when we pivot. Because guess what? We are always pivoting. We are always pivoting. Go within, pivot, turn within. The pivot place is within you. It is within you because life is wiggly. Life is wiggly, y'all. So I'm going to end our pivot series with this quote from William Blake. He said, straight is the road to improvement. When we think about a linear life, straight is the road to improvement, but crooked is the road to genius. I'll read that one more time. Straight is the road to improvement, but crooked is the road to genius. And we are all about living in our genius. Living in our purpose is living in our genius. So when it gets wiggly, and it is, we turn within, we pivot, we use our quality to support us, to 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 steady us, to ground us again when it feels like we have been knocked down. This is what we get to do for ourselves and for each other. All right, y'all. All right. So I see you, Lorna. Thank you. And I am radiant joy emerging. Yes, you are, Linda. Yes, you are. Each one of you are the I am that I am. Mm. So peace and blessings, everybody. Let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So this weekend, I am so excited because I love when we get to have service in person. And so this is the first Sunday of the month. We are in May and at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister, we are celebrating. May's theme is celebration. Yes, it is celebration. And that is the energy in which we are being more fully embodying for May. And May is really special for me because on May 6th, I was installed as the senior minister, spiritual director at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. So I will be celebrating my 1 year anniversary officially as the spiritual director. So I'm glad that I will get to be in person with you all who are able to come to service at Rhino Comedy. So we have service at a comedy club, and it is in Suffern, New York. You can go to rocklandcsl.org, and all of the information is there. If you can't be with us in person, you can also join us on Zoom, and we also live stream on Facebook. So go to rocklandcsl.org, and all of the information is there. My topic this Sunday is celebration as praise. So I love to get my praise on. Someone once referred to me as Pentecostal. So putting together metaphysics and Pentecostal, because I grew up Pentecostal. And one of the things that I loved about going to church when I was younger was praise and worship service. Woo! Get my dance on. Yes, yes, yes. And I believe we need more of that in New Thought and religious science. So celebration as praise. So that's what we're talking about on Sunday. Other things coming up, you can please save the date for our next meditation with the full moon. That will be on May 23rd at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do a full spiritual practice with the energy of the full moon. So please join us for that. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. Let's see. Also on Sunday, let me go back to Sunday, I do another sip that I call Sunday in Praise. And I share a replay of an inspirational talk that I've given in the past. So those are your options for Sunday, Sunday in Praise and Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. All right. So today I want to just remind everyone I had a wonderful time this morning on Get Rich 101 with Sekou Wrights. This is his show Monday through Fridays, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. And Sekou is using the month of May because May is Stroke Awareness Month, another reason to celebrate, right? People in our lives who have experienced a stroke and have survived it and are thriving. And Sekou is one of those people, and so is my husband, who suffered a stroke in 2011 and is survived it and is also thriving. So I got to share my experience of my husband's stroke on Sekou's show this morning. So you could catch the replay. Go to Sekou Writes, follow him on social media, and it's an amazing, amazing show, Get Rich 101. Not just about Stroke Awareness Month, but the primary focus of the show is about financial freedom, literacy. It is about really taking ownership of the abundance that is available to us. So thank you, Sekou, for having me on. I had a wonderful time. And of course, we always run out of time, so there'll be a part 2. And also, please support my soul sister, Fee King, with the Fee King Show. The Fee King Show is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And Fee King is your go-to fitness girl. She supports women, not exclusively, but specifically women over 40 years old. And she is doing it with her challenges. I did the abs, ass, and back fat challenge, 2 weeks of it. Woo! Y'all, one show I was leaning up against the wall, fanning myself. It was so wonderful. So follow Fee King on social media. Her shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, everybody. Let me check in with you all. Hey, Reverend Jennifer, cheers to you too. Love you. All right, all right. I see you all. I see you all. Thank you, Fee, for sharing with your circle. I appreciate you. Everyone have a good weekend. I hope to see you on Sunday. Remember, when it's necessary to pivot, pivot within, because life is wiggly. Life is wiggly. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life. How we live in life? We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.